everybody. Sorry I had to change the date, but Mr. Bo and I had to get ourselves together. Well, I did anyway. Well, anyway, before further ado, let's get this show started. Let me see who is in the chat. We have about, let's see, we have, hey Kim, hey Pretty Brown Eyes. Wait, before I do that, let me just bring Mr. Rod, Robbie Bo, Ronnie Bo. Hey, Ronnie.
Hey Sylvia, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here. How are you?
Well, I'm good. It's good to see you in good spirit. That made me feel better.
Oh, you're not feeling too well today?
No, I'm all right. It just, it's always uplifting to see somebody else smiling in good spirit.
Well, that's because I have such a handsome young man in front of me. Why not?
Oh,
I'm blushing. I'm blushing.
yeah, I feel truly honored by that. That ain't good for my ego though.
It ain't. It's gonna blow up. Well, anyway, let me stop. Let me stop flirting with you a little bit, okay? But
We could do that after off the show, off the
Okay,
record.
we'll do that after. Okay, okay. Okay, Mr. Ronnie, how are you? How's everything going? Who is Ronnie? Who is Ronnie Bo?
Well, I'm just another one of God's sons. Jesus is my brother. In spirit. No, I ain't a religious person, but that's who I am. We all God's children. I'm just another one of your brothers in spirit. That's all.
Um,
A man of the culture. I'm here for my people. Not racist, but I love black people, and what I'm saying, I'm for the people, 100%.
wow. Well, I'm so happy for you to be here. But you know, this channel is a channel that supports Robert Sylvester Kelly, and a lot of people have contacted me, and it was like, you need to interview this guy. You need to interview him, and then they were sending me videos of the interviews you've done and everything. I was like, you know what? I would love to interview him. And then when I went into your IG and I what do you call it, friend you, and all of a sudden I get a message for you, and I'm like, okay, this is great. So I'm excited that you accepted my offer to and be interviewed. But most of the people wants to know a lot about your time at MCC. First of all, why did you go to MCC?
Well, I had a drug case.
Hmm.
I really want to make this about myself, but I was actually framed in a drug case. I beat the serious charges, and my lawyer suggested that I plead guilty to 98 grams of heroin that was found by my ex girlfriend, and that only carried the guidelines for that was like 41 months. So he felt like you've been sitting, you might as well, 41 months not a long time for this. You'll be out. So I pled guilty, but I was actually innocent. But with me having a history of guns and drugs, my criminal history started when I was 14. So it's easily it's easy to be, you know, deemed guilty just off that. That's how they get a lot of us though. If they got any dirt on you in your past and they charge you with anything similar, it don't even got to be similar automatically. It's like he guilty, he capable of this. So that's why I was there.
Wow, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're out. Did you spend the whole time there, or did you just do 85% of what they said that the feds require?
Well, most of my time, yeah, I did at MCC Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I got sentenced, I didn't even have like a whole year left, and they shipped me to Gilmer, West Virginia,
Mm-hmm.
which is in like uh, Glenville, West Virginia, but the name of the institution is Gilmer.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I finished my time at.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're out and able to get out here and fight. And I understand there's a lawsuit that's going on. How is that going?
Well, we at the stage right now where the defendants, which is the Federal Bureau of Prisons, mainly, uh, some of the correctional officers at MCC Chicago, they have like 2 more weeks to respond.
Hmm.
They don't respond, then they have to give me what I demand. And I'm probably gonna ask for about 20 million for what they did to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, let's get on the topic why everyone is here for, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So, how did you meet him while you were in there?
We actually met in the medical unit. This was like I got there about July of matter of fact it was June of 2019, and he
Hmm.
got there either the end of July or the beginning of August. And I'm gonna say it was about September. We finally met in the medical unit.
Hmm.
I got called to the medical unit, random checkup type stuff, and he was just getting in, so he basically had to do the same thing.
Hmm.
And it was ironic because a lot of my people knew he was in there. They seen on the news that he was in MCC Chicago, and they already knew I was there. So my girlfriend at the time, the lady who was my girlfriend, she wrote me. She was a big R. Kelly fan, so she said, "When you see my baby R. Kelly, tell him I said I love him." And it was funny because I got that letter like the day before I seen him, so it was like ironic, like damn, there you go right there. First thing I said when I seen him, it was like man, my girl just told me to tell you she love you, man. You know what I'm saying? And he got
that, that must have been awkward.
he just got to laughing though, but man, tell her I love too. But yeah,
You're breaking up a
Prince
little
or
bit.
whatever you want to call it.
Your connection is
Uh,
breaking up a little bit. Is it me, guys, or is it him that's breaking up?
is it still doing that?
No, no, not now. Not now. It was breaking up with the juicy part of what you was telling us. You might have to repeat
Oh,
that a little bit. You might have to repeat what you said a little bit.
starting from where?
After you told him your girlfriend said that she loved him, and
Oh yeah, he just got to laugh. You know the old school people in Chicago. They call everybody Joe. Like I'm from Milwaukee. We bro this, bro that. But he oh Joe, tell her I said I love her too. You know what I mean? And we just both got to laughing and our conversation started from there.
okay, so what did you guys talk about? I mean, tell me all of it. I'm nosy.
Well, at the time I was in the deep stage of depression, and I can sense the same energy on him at the time. So I was basically trying to uplift him, while I keep myself in a humorous and joking manner.
Hmm.
So we dwelled on that about my.
Oh, he's breaking up again. It broke up again.
I don't know.
You might have to put your hands outside the window as an antenna. I'm just joking.
Uh, I don't know. I can try to. Let me. Could
You're
you hold
good
this?
right now, huh?
I don't want to get off screen and mess your show up, but I want to try to see if the Wi-Fi connected or.
Oh, you can do that and come back in. You can do that.
Okay,
It
just give
won't.
me a.
You just hit the link that I sent you and then come back.
Just I shouldn't have to do that. Just give me a second.
Okay. All right. You guys hit the like button if you like what you're hearing. Hit the like button, please. All right. He's trying to see what's going on with his Wi-Fi. Just hold on a second, guys.
I'm so sorry about that. Am I
It's
back?
okay. You're
Am-
back. You're back.
Is it? Could you hear me now? I mean, is it breaking up?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. You were saying that you was in the stage of depression at the time, and you was trying to cheer him up because you felt he was the same, like the same state as well.
Yeah. He didn't know at the time either, and I didn't want to reveal it to him at the time, but I had already pulled some strings before I
Mm-hmm.
met him to get him on general population because the rule in the feds or probably any real prison is that snitches, rats, or whatever you want to call them, and child molesters are not allowed on general population, especially in the feds. I don't know how they do it anywhere else, but you know, usually a snitch or a child molester is ran off the yard and sent to protected custody. In the feds, they call it administrative detention. But that's
Mm-hmm.
where he was at when he first came in, and they
Mm-hmm.
felt, that his life would be in danger on general population with us because of his charges.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't consider myself a gang member, but in the feds, you have to like. I'm not saying you. Well, I won't say you have to, but it's likely that you gonna be a part of some organization there. You know what I mean? Whether it's the GDs, the Vice Lords, the Crips, the Bloods, the Mexicans, they have the Paisal organization is, different type of organizations. But of course in Chicago it's predominantly GDs, Vice Lords, BDs, Blackstones, and so I happen to be at the time in federal prison. I was affiliated with the GDs, and as I explained in the last interview, my cellmate, he was he had power with the vice lord. So I talked to the people who was movers and shakers in there, and let them know, look, I want to try to get R. Kelly on the unit with us, or at least in general population, because I'm a book author, and I think it'll establish my career as a book author if I was able to write a book on R. Kelly and tell his side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
As I previously explained in other interviews, there's always a different side to every story.
Mm-hmm.
If me and you was in a relationship and we having conflict, you can tell your parents and your sisters, he just a terrible guy. He's possessive, he abusive, and,
Mm-hmm.
and that case, I might be telling my family and friends, she a slut, she cheated on me with my guy, and how them looking at you crazy, while you got your
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
looking at, and that's how it is with R. Kelly. Like everybody
Oh, you're breaking up
man,
again. You just broke up again, Ronnie.
I don't know what to I really don't know what to do about that because
Are you near the Wi-Fi? Maybe you might need to get closer to the Wi-Fi.
am I still breaking up?
Mm-mm. Not now.
Well, I was explaining like the main people who against R. Kelly, they either own or control the media, so it's easy for them, to make him appear to be a monster or a pedophile or whatever derogatory thing they want to, make him appear to be. And
Mm-hmm.
with him not being in no position of power right now to narrate his side of the story and publicize his side of the story effectively and efficiently, he had a disadvantage anyway, because it's like it's only one side of the story is really being told,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Yeah.
definitely have his own side of the story. And even when he get a chance to tell it, it's like when Gail King interviewed him, he wasn't able to articulate it right because of the emotions. And she's a very manipulative woman, and she has, I mean, she's really a puppet to the people who's against him. So they prepare her to get a certain reaction out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to take the opportunity to be able to narrate his side of the story and put it out there to the world.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know,
were you able to even get any any type of information from him so you could be able to give the story out to what actually his side of the story is?
yeah, I got a lot of information from him,
Okay.
but out of respect for him, it's certain things that I probably won't tell, but
Mhm.
because he didn't. I had my lawyer prepare a contract and everything, and he didn't want to sign it. And I understand, he felt like everybody was against him, and at
Yeah,
the
and he
time,
don't know who to trust. That's the thing. He doesn't know who to trust.
absolutely, and I was a stranger to him, so I couldn't blame him for not trusting me. And another thing was there was an incident in the feds. El Chapo's a lot of members from his cartel dynasty was there at the time, and his nephew was there, and El Chapo nephew Chewy, he had somebody got up under him and gave him the impression that he was trying to help him with his case. And at the time, Chewy, which is El Chapo's nephew, he was only about to get 5 years. His only case was like he had $2 billion, either it was tax invasion or money laundering, but he wasn't never charged for like drugs or any of the homicides or serious crimes. So he was only gonna get 5 years, but he allowed his dude to get under him and make him feel like he was helping him. And that dude was wearing a wire on Chewy, which is El Chapo's nephew, and uh, he ended up getting 25 years from
Oh, wow.
things he said. So with R. Kelly being up in there knowing about that, even though everybody on general population is supposed to be stand-up guys because we all have to show our paperwork and prove that we not snitches or whatever. I mean, you still have people, even if they didn't tell before, they might turn, on the government side and start telling at a certain point. So he didn't know if he could trust me. I mean, I'm a stranger. He didn't know if I was gonna take what he said, twist it up, and make something else out of it. So, the contract never got signed and the book never got done. But I
Mhm.
do have another book that's coming out soon where I did get into details about, a lot of things that me and him discussed. And I mean most of the things that people want to know, I don't mind telling. It's just certain things, if I was to tell, then I would be a rat because
Yeah,
it's just certain things that shouldn't be said. So
that's
I'm
yeah,
gonna leave that between me and R. Kelly at this time.
I understand. But one question I want to ask you, were you there at the time with the guy attacked him?
Yeah, now that's I mean, I know what people heard in the media, but the fact of the matter remains that at the time is when the COVID pandemic was going on and we was all frustrated. We all on 24-hour lockdown. And there were people coming up there protesting for R. Kelly like every day.
That
And
was us.
yeah,
That
see
was it.
y'all,
I was one of them.
I don't want to blame y'all, but y'all got him in trouble because see, like they had just started back letting us out for 15
Okay.
minutes a day. And within that 15 minutes, we had to try to squeeze in a phone call in the shower and everything. But
Okay.
when y'all was coming up there, they shut down everything for that whole day just because y'all came up there protesting.
Okay.
So after like 3 days in a row, everybody, not just Farmer, which is the dude who attacked them, but everybody was upset. And
Okay.
Farmer, to be honest, he was with the Latin Kings, but he wasn't nobody important. He was really a send off. He was really one of the guys that the real guys can say, "Look, go do this." But I knew the real guys, and they didn't have him do that. They wouldn't have did that because they had love for R. Kelly too, and they was protecting R. Kelly. But dude, Farmer, he was facing 2 life sentences. He didn't care.
Thank you.
Everybody, everybody in there was upset because they kept telling R. Kelly, man, you need to send a word, tell them stop doing that because you messing up everybody shower time, our phone calls, like tell them to fall back for a minute, you know what I mean? And y'all didn't fall back. So, you know, one day, when they opened R. Kelly's door, Unfortunately, they had Farmer's door open at the same time, and
So
you know,
why would they have it open at the same time? Do you think that it was a
well,
setup for them?
well, to be honest, he said I heard what he said in the media, and I thought it was a publicity stunt when he said the government had him do it. But what's crazy is that I kind of believe that it could be true because see, they wasn't supposed to open more than one door at a time. So I don't know how the hell Farmer door was open and R. Kelly door open at the same time unless they planned something like that, you know. And I'm just being honest. So it could be true. He, the government or whoever was in his ear, because I know the Latin Kings didn't do it. I know for sure that, you know, I was real close to the, you know, the high ranking members in there, and they was upset with him about doing that. So I know that they didn't have anything to do with it. So uh, it's a good chance that the government, you know, had somebody will have Farmer do that to him.
Wow. Wow. Um, One of the things that's happening now, his voice is being heard, and he's been talking, and he, he has been letting everyone know what happened to him as far as his emails and his phone calls, his commissary list, all that was being compromised by someone out of, I guess, Wisconsin, who was going into his file and giving the information out to a blogger, a big blogger. And that blogger caused one of his girlfriend to basically turn on him. And we've been writing to the government, I mean, the people that was given it to us on a list. Do you think that's a good idea, bad idea, or, I mean, since you've been in the feds, and how do you think that would affect him?
What you asked me? What part in particular? How? Which part would affect him?
Well, us writing, and because the um, the individual who was going into his email did not have any reason to go in there, right? And they started an investigation, and then they turned around and they remedied the investigation by um, telling her to retire, and she ended up retiring at an early age. And now it's like, since the investigation just stopped, nothing is going on. He wants to know what was the outcome. Why is it no one even continues to investigate? And so we've been writing letters to different entities to find out, just to put some like magnifying glass on the situation. And I'm just asking you, since you've been in the Fed, some of the stuff, do you think that's a good idea, bad idea, or is it something that you you consider that as something that we should do? I'm just asking from your
Yeah,
opinion.
absolutely. You gotta press the government on issues like that because it's obvious that they had direct involvement in that. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you like this: when we was in there, that girl who y'all talking about, she was coming up there every day. Now we didn't have visits every day. We can only get visits like once every 2 weeks, so twice a month basically. But you know, in MCC, unlike most jails, you can see outside the window. And some people have their family, friends, girlfriends, or whatever, come up there, and you know, it's it's a rooftop where you can like see them closely, and we bang on windows and everything and let them know that we acknowledge them, that we see them out there. So
Mhm.
our Kelly girlfriend, she was coming out there to the rooftop. That's what we call it, the rooftop. She was coming out there like damn near every day, wouldn't miss a day. So that's how supportive she was, and she'd come out there, do this little weird dance and wave and stay out there for a while. And nobody else in there had that type of support. So she was crazy about it. Now, I don't know what was said in the emails or whatever, but I'm sure when any female is crazy about a man like that, and they find out that he communicating or flirting with another female while she thinks she the only one, it obviously turn her against him. Especially when there's money on the table. You know, it's like, well, you might go away forever. You know, I might not ever be able to lay up with you again and go on dates with you, and they offering me all this money or some money or anything to go against you, and I feel like it wouldn't be wrong because you betrayed me, and
Mm.
I seen it in the emails. You know, I'm coming up there every day supporting your ass, and you know, you making me think I'm the only one when
Hmm.
you're probably telling this other girl, yeah, when I get out, it's gonna be me and you. You know, stuff like that happen. So, you know, to sum it up, that's just the way I see it.
But you definitely think it's a good idea what we're doing with the letters then.
Yes, yes, you definitely have to see the government. They feel like they can get away with everything, so y'all got to press them about that issue.
We have to press. Okay. 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 So somebody was saying it was Joycelyn. No, he was there in 2019. It was Azriel as well. It was her as well that out there.
Yeah, from 2019 to 2021. I left. I came June of 19 and I left in May of 21.
So you was in there with him a while then.
Yeah, he was there just about the whole time. I would say, except for probably a month or two.
Okay.
Probably
How
1 month.
you said
Huh?
1 month?
Yeah, the whole time I was there, he was there except for probably about a month.
Okay, so you were there when he left for New York to go to trial then.
No, from what I know, he left after I left. I mean, it could have been before, but to my recollection, I remember.
Because his trial started in August 2021, and I think he came
Yeah,
back.
so
I left.
yeah, that's what I meant. I was gone. I was there from again from June of 2019 to May of 2021. So,
Okay, okay. So
so
you were gone before he came out. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
So as far as and you said that is a good idea for us to keep the pressure on them, continue sending the letters out to have them aware. Is there any other entity that you think that we should contact to try to get something rolling or what?
Well, based on my experience, like in I have a lawsuit against the United States government and the International Court of Justice. And
Hmm.
that's because, like, what y'all doing, y'all reaching out to other government agencies who are a part of the government.
Hmm.
So you got to just think about that. They on the same team.
Hmm.
No, they not gonna go against each other, and that's why I took my claims in my case to a whole nother jurisdiction, which deals
Hmm.
with the United Nations.
Hmm.
Because they have to. They might still have ties with the United Nations, but it's a whole nother jurisdiction, and that's what they fear. They want you to keep everything in their jurisdiction because it's like, okay, you still playing with the hand that we dealt you, so we can control that, you know, and it's mob ties in this government. It's like if you if you a senator and I'm a governor, but we went to the same college and we cool with each other. If somebody was to sue you, and it's up to me to decide, should I penalize her, and we have ties together. You think I'm gonna penalize you?
No,
So
no, not they have ties. No.
yeah, and that goes on in the government too. So you got to take it out of their jurisdiction. But that's something that I definitely assist you all with. Just because it's justice. I'm for justice, and another reason is because R. Kelly is a good friend of mine. I actually really got love for dude.
Yeah, yeah. And you definitely feel he was railroaded.
Oh, definitely, definitely. He know that. Everybody else know that. It's just like I explained. They made him look so bad in the media that a lot of people don't even want to acknowledge that. You know.
Ronnie, hold on a second. One of the things I request for people to do is hit the like button. If they don't hit the like button, I'm gonna go into I'm gonna switch us over to the membership because it seems as if folks want to come in here and they don't want to hit the like button so it could spread out. So I may have to switch us over to the members only if I don't get my likes.
Oh,
I'm not being mean, am I?
oh no, no. I mean, I don't know. You know,
I'm gonna give them a few minutes. If I don't get all the likes up, I'm gonna go switch it to membership. I mean, you don't have to move. You could just stay there. I'll just switch the whole thing over. I can do it without us, without it interfering you and I. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I just want to give them that warning.
uh, I forgot exactly what we was touching
You
on.
you were saying that how you were willing to help us.
Oh, absolutely. Because see, people like us really have to stick together in situations like this because there's not a lot of people who have the courage to stand up for R. Kelly because everybody conforms to what's trending or what if it's common and popular to hate R. Kelly, most people are followers. So it don't look good for them to support R. Kelly. They
Hmm.
feel like it make them look bad, even if they know it is wrong. They want to feel like they in the in crowd. And
Hmm.
even people in the industry, they afraid to be blacklisted. If you look at my last interview, I explained the power that Jay-Z has, and a lot of people will not go against that man for nothing because of his ties in the industry. And if you go against him, he could really blacklist you. He could really tell them people, I don't want him performing at no award shows. I don't want him nominated, you know, and they would do it because a lot of that stuff is based on ties. And if you're not with the right people, you can get blacklisted. You know,
Hmm.
the as Farrakhan once explained, the people who really own and control the music industry, they have stock in the prison industry.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's like a monopoly. Like if you don't do what they want you to do,
Hmm.
they could do what they did to R. Kelly to you. A lot of people in the industry know that. And I mean that stuff go a long way. If you're not making the type of music they want you to make, you know, they want you to
Hmm.
make a certain type of music because it keep our culture in situations like what I just left from and where R. Kelly at. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
they want us to rap about killing each other and selling drugs because music is powerful. That's going to influence people to kill people and sell drugs, and that's going to send you to jail. And they make a lot of money off that. So
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think that's why they're coming after the music big gurus, because right now, because I'm working on the Young Thug YSL trial right now as well, and they say they're going to use the lyrics against them in this trial.
yeah, I mean they did that to me too. I'm a rapper as well, and
Oh,
I was able they allowed me to bond out on my case, and while I was out on bond, I knew it was a good chance that I was gonna have to turn myself in because the sentencing was coming up, and I just had an urge to expose who told on me, or not even told on me, who lied on me and set me up. Because I just felt so betrayed, and I mentioned it in the song. In 3 days after the song was released on YouTube, the song is entitled "Whack the Rats" by Ronnie Bo. It's still on YouTube. If you look
I'm
it up,
gonna I'm gonna
you
look
will
it
hear
up.
Yeah, you would hear what I said, and just off that, they revoked my bond. They put a, a U.S. Marshal warrant out for my arrest and revoked my bond and threatened to give me three more charges just for something I said in that song.
Wow. 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 It's such a dirty world, man. It's just it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy. I did see one of your interviews and I saw Ice-T was on. Did you get a chance to speak with him?
yeah. Me and Ice T talked. It was like an 18-minute interview. Me and him talked probably for at least about 6 minutes
Hmm.
about different things. They want to know about my lawsuit and my discussions with R. Kelly, and he had things that he wanted to talk to the famous lady. I think her real name is like Karen Steffens. She's known as Superhead. So he
I heard about her.
yeah,
Heard
talked,
about her.
he talked about her for a while. But it was mostly on the same subject that we covering right now.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, hit the like. I'm about to do it. I'm about to switch over to membership. Hit the likes. I tell you, Brownie, I just have to pull teeth with these people sometimes.
But sometimes you gotta do even though we talking about real facts and true events, sometimes you gotta think marketing, what will catch people attention and make them click, you know,
Mhm.
and that's just the way of the world. It's a million things on YouTube that they could watch. So,
Yeah.
whatever grabs their attention first is what they, click on and like. So you definitely gotta keep marketing in mind sometime.
But if they in here, they should be hitting the like because they're not leaving. They're still in
Well,
here.
they probably don't like me. They
I don't think
they,
it's you. It's me. It's me. It's not you. Trust me. It's not you.
they probably want me to say, yeah, I smacked R. Kelly in there and
Mm. No.
know,
No, that wouldn't be it.
people like negativity a lot more than
They
positive.
do. They do. They love negativity. It's just I don't know. So are
You know what's
you
crazy?
hmm
You know what's crazy? There was an online article that came out while I was locked up with R. Kelly, and
hmm
TMZ had reached out to my girlfriend
hmm
through social. I forgot how they got in touch with her, but they wanted to interview me about it and do a story on me about it. But when they found out that I didn't have nothing negative to say about R. Kelly, they didn't want to cover it. They
There
thought
it
I was,
is.
yeah, they
There it
thought I
is.
was, yeah,
There it is.
they thought I was gonna say, yeah, he admitted that he fucked 2014-year-olds and we whooping his ass in here and he just got raped the other day, They wanted to hear something negative like that, but when they found out it's like, no, he a good dude, he in good spirit, I don't believe that he did any what was alleged in the surviving R. Kelly documentary. They did not want to hear that. They
Yeah.
wanted to hear negativity.
Yeah. Did you get a chance? Because I send you the transcript. Did you get a chance to see the stuff I sent you?
I did see that you sent it, but I had a very busy day, so I didn't
Well, I have more to send you. I send you like what, about 10, 11 things? But I got a lot. Trust me, I got a lot to send you.
yeah, you already sent a lot of, but I most definitely, as soon as I get time to sit down for a minute, I'm definitely gonna go through it all because I'm passionate about helping R. Kelly. He really a good dude with a good heart, and
And I thank you for willing to be out there with us and getting the word out and helping him and to get his story out as well as finding out what happened with this BOP officer and whatever else he needs. I thank you for that, being able to be there with us. Are you willing to take some questions from the subscribers, the supporters out here? Are you willing to
yeah,
take some questions?
for sure. But Speaking of BOP officers, there was another incident, right? And I mentioned in my lawsuit now. The day that they moved me from the unit with R. Kelly, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was an officer named Miss Giddings. Uh, I had, I was joking. You know, she probably knew I was joking, but I asked her. I said, "Look, before I leave, I need you to open R. Kelly's cell for me. I'm about to go in there and whoop his ass." You know what I'm saying? She probably knew I was joking, so she get to laughing and all that. But I'm like, no, I'm just playing. But he got, because he had some of my material, like the book that I wrote. He had pictures that I, just pictures that I had from, the streets, and a few other things. So I'm like, no, I'm just playing, but do need to get my stuff from him. And
Mm-hmm.
she still was not supposed to open his cell for me by no means. And she opened the cell and just let me go up in there, and I could have did anything to him.
So he's not really protected there in MCC.
No, absolutely not. Most definitely not. I mean, not by the COs. I mean, believe it or not, people would think that the inmates don't have no love from him, but he was protected by us, and he still is. And I can't say too much. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, he not a gang member, but he definitely have at least three organizations in there who got his back.
Okay.
Only way Farmer was able to do something like that is because, like I said, he was the Latin King. The Latin Kings would have never allowed him to do that. But we was on 24-hour lockdown.
Yeah.
So he
So then
probably
that means that the COs behind them, that the government was.
absolutely. My thing, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I mean people should be able to read between the lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's quite obvious, but other than that, that would have never happened to R. Kelly.
Yeah.
If something happened to him in there, it's somebody more powerful than all the organizations in there, and that could only be the government.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. All right, let's see. Let's start the questioning. All right. I'm gonna be looking at my mods. Mods, get the questions out for him. All right. Okay. Someone says this whole. I'm gonna put the stuff on the screen. You can look on the screen. It says this whole thing is unbelievable. We believe in conspiracy. Perspective believe it's a conspiracy. I don't know about Sylvia.
Well, that's not a question, but yeah, I agree. I just it's so much content out there. I just don't want to sound like one of the conspiracy theorists. But I definitely agree.
I mean, I believe the government's behind a lot of things because when they're ready to come and get somebody, they'll find a way to get somebody. Period. No matter what you do, they keep a whole log of your whole history, your whole life. And when you do one little thing, and nobody walks a perfect straight line. Every single one of us have done something, but it's not criminalized. But then they'll turn it into a way it's criminalized. You know what I mean? Like you might forget to put somebody on your taxes or put someone on their taxes, and all of a sudden they boom. Okay, remember 1992? You had John Joe on your taxes. That's a crime. That type of stuff. They will find ways to get you.
Yeah, they did it to me on multiple occasions. I'm not gonna speak on it because I don't want to make this about me. But if you look me up, I've been in the news. I've been framed in cases a bunch of times, and even though I'm not gonna say that I've never been a drug dealer. I can't. Everybody who know me know that was my past. But again, that was my past.
Their
But,
past, exactly.
but I've been framed multiple times after I left that in the past as a drug dealer. I did time for crimes that I didn't commit related to drugs or
Yeah,
guns that I really didn't do. And it
yeah,
was because I was doing other things like trying to be a positive community leader, be an activist for the youth, and and teach them not to go down the path that I went down. Like they don't want no real stand up person like that in our community. And I was one of them. And when they find one of them, they gonna find a way to get you out the way. If jail don't work, they will kill you. They a real mob.
Yeah, they are. They're the real what do you call it? Rico uh enterprise. Okay, here's a question here. He says, did the marshal pepper spray him?
No, I don't recall no time in there that the marshals attacked them. No, not while I was there at least.
Okay. And okay, Sweets and Spicy says, did Kells have good character? The media paint him as a monster.
That's crazy. R. Kelly has one of the most beautiful personalities I ever seen. And I use the word beauty. I don't need that don't even sit right with me because I like to consider women beautiful. That's the only thing I really find beautiful. But it's just, man, like you would think with everything that's being said about him and how he come from a star to being in there with people like me who really done lived that type of lifestyle as far as a criminal. He shouldn't
Mhm,
have been in there with people like me. I was a real criminal, but
mhm,
he held himself together so well, and he was always joking. He was always singing. Sometimes people ask him to sing. Sometimes he'd come from out of nowhere and just get to hit notes and have everybody laughing or just light everybody up. I remember one time one of the female guards, she just she might have came on herself because she just came from out of nowhere. No, for real, she just came from out of nowhere, like, oh, you finna make me put some money on your book. And, but yeah, that's how he was, and I mean, he didn't act like he was no better than none of us. Like he had real down to earth conversations with all of us. I mean, everybody not cool, so I mean, I'm not gonna say he was cool with everybody, but the real ones, the people he knew that wasn't out to get him, it's like he was just like another brother, and yeah, very good personality, very good person.
wow. Okay, here's a question here. It says, how did you take an affinity to R. Kelly? What is
Affinity, uh,
affinity?
uh, you know, I'm not familiar with that word either.
I'm not familiar with it. Maybe I need to go look up a dictionary. Hold on, let me
That,
get the dictionary.
that's what I'm
Affinity.
doing, and I got it. I thought I had a good vocabulary,
Hold
but
on a second. You know, I'm a math person. I'm not a English person. Hold on. Let me see.
well, I'm a book author, so I thought I would. I thought I should have a pretty good. You, you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. It says
It
a
sounds like,
nature liking or sympathy for someone or something.
well, like let's be honest.
Spontaneous or natural liking or sympathy for someone or something.
But let's be honest. I don't know where this person is from, and I'm not being rude, but who didn't? I'm 36. Who didn't grow up listening to R. Kelly? You know what I'm saying? In their household. In my household, it was Tupac being played, Al Green, R. Kelly. Like, who didn't like I Wish when it came out? Who did who wasn't impacted by that song? Or
I was.
Need a Hug. Heaven I Need a Hug. Like I done cried off that song at time.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
I mean I was touched by this man music before I met him.
mhm,
So when
mhm,
I met him and I seen that his music, I mean at least the music that I liked, it aligned with his character. He really a compassionate, genuine, good dude. So that's why I took a liking to him. I was already a fan. Most men feel like it make them less than a man to say you admire somebody or you a fan of somebody, but I'm a humble man. I know who I am as a person, and I don't feel less of a man by admitting that I love R. Kelly music, and I
mhm.
was impacted by it. I was inspired by it, and I'm a fan. And just seeing him going through that and know how the government do our people, know that the
Mhm.
government did this to Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, Tupac, Kobe Bryant, and the list goes on. Even all the political leaders, Malcolm X, Dr. King, they killed them. Like, just knowing, like, I'm not finna go against him, and I know
Mhm.
how they get down. You
And if
know,
his character was the way they claiming him to be a monster, he would have portrayed that anyway. He would have been cocky and nasty and thinking that y'all was beneath him. But did he act like that?
absolutely not. That's why I said it. Had a very beautiful personality. He most humble person I ever met. You know, just a good dude. And I hate to admit this, but I'm kind of getting emotional now. But I actually cried in there, at times just seeing him go through that and having certain talks with him, because that's how good of a person he is. Like that shit really bothered me. You know what I mean? It's bothering me right now just thinking about it, knowing what they did to me, you know what I'm saying, and seeing what they did to him. Like that's not him. Like them people dirty, man. They bogus. Like people just gotta wake up. Like they did this to all our people. You know what I'm saying? They killed Dr. King. One of Dr. King was probably the closest thing we ever got to Jesus Christ. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
They killed this person. You know what I mean? They killed this man for doing good for our people.
What would you say to those people who are saying to you, "Oh, how could you say something about this man who did this to little girls and did this to little boys and all that?" I mean, what would you say to them? Because that's the narrative that they have out there. That's what they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's like, what? And here's the deal, Ronnie, from what I have learned and what I have seen and being in the courtroom and things like that, I saw parents pushing a relationship with their their daughters with R. Kelly. You know what I mean? There was like in the transcript, the mother was acting like she was the daughter and telling him that she was 18. You understand? So it's like, why in the world would this be something that these everybody's saying about this man and it's not the facts? You have personally had some interaction with him behind in those four walls of the jails, and you see him as a human being and a compassionate person, a person that has a heart. And these people are portraying him as such a horrible individual who kidnaps kids and snatch them and put them in the basin, tie them up, and just do anything with them. And that's not the case.
I'm gonna be honest. If he was really that type of person, we'd have killed him in there. It's the reason why we protected him in there. No, that's not him. And another thing is, I haven't told many people this story, right? But I'm from the hood, right? It's been, I can remember a time where I'm driving down the street and I see a lady with a big old booty, right?
Mhm.
And I stop and get at her. I'm age is not, I'm not thinking about age, at the time. She didn't look like she was underage though. So, I approached her. Now, I asked her to where she going, get in and ride with me. I guess I was handsome enough or the car was nice enough to make her feel comfortable, like, okay, I'm gonna get in. So we riding around kicking it, and then, we get to asking each other personal questions. And when I asked her how old she was afraid to tell me how old she was. She
Mhm.
looked at I was like late 20s. She looked at like early 20s. You know what I'm saying? But she cried when I asked her how old she was. She said, I don't want to tell you because you're going to judge me. You're not going to want to talk to me no more. And then I'm like, why are you crying? And it's crazy. The young lady opened up to me. She said, look, I stay with my uncle. He be raping me. He be pimping me. I can't even go home unless I come back with a certain money amount of money. Like I was out here selling myself. That's why I got in the car with you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying, could I do this and that for you for some money because I have to make a certain amount of money to go back home. So
Mhm.
I asked her again, like, so how old is you? You know what I'm saying? The young lady was only about, she was only about, I think she said 16 or 17.
Wow.
You know. So I'm asking her like, so why, where your mom at? You know what I'm saying? She said her mama was a hoe too, and she got took away from her mama, and the only person they would let her stay with was her uncle, and he was cool at first, but then he started pimping on her and molesting her and all this, and she begged me to stay with me. She begged me to stay with me, and I was so touched about her story that I really would have, I really wanted to. If she was old enough, I would have let her stay with me till she was able to get herself together. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
what I did was I paid for her a hotel for about a week,
Mm-hmm.
and I just told her like, you can call me every now and then. I'll do what I could to help. She wasn't eating. You know what I'm saying? I bought her something to eat,
Mm-hmm.
but like 2 weeks after that, she ended up getting cute. You know, and that hurt me. I'm talking about I was so hurt. I felt like, damn, like I wish I'd have just, I wish I'd have just took her in, or you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
damn, but my thing was I can't have that on me. I can't take in a 16, 17-year-old young lady and I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's the case with R. Kelly, but I have heard stories to where it's like a lot of these young ladies was in terrible situations like that. And with him having the type of heart that I had, he wanted to take them in for other reasons.
Oh
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? We all human, so if you sexually attractive, you know, he might have looked at him that way, but he not no monster. Like the man had a good heart, and he was used. I've been used for having a good heart and taken advantage of it. And them parents seen it. He was green like that. They seen it. We can take advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he too humble. He too nice. He got all his money. We expect him to be arrogant and cocky and this, but no, he just like one of us, and that was his weakness, and people took advantage of that.
Wow. 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 Oof, man. So to answer that question is just it's crazy. Mm, mm, mm.
I think he was just too nice, but a monster, hell no, hell no. I got a good judgment of character, and some people you never know, but like that's not R. Kelly.
Okay, I have okay. I missed some more questions. Hold on, I gotta go back up. Hold on a second. There was one person's question that I just missed. Oh, here's the question. Julie asked. She says, "Have you ever heard of an inmate's commissary funds being seized by the government?"
Nope, but I heard him do it to R. Kelly. It's crazy because they'll find any way to mess with you. Any way to mess with you. I did. Yeah, I know they did it to R. Kelly, but I never seen them do that to nobody else, and that's crazy.
Wow. Okay. Toria asks. She asks, "Does he sing a whole lot in there, or he quiet and stay to himself?"
He, like I said, he was untrustworthy. I mean, not untrustworthy, but he
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 didn't
had
trust.
he had trust issues. So he tried to stay to himself, but he definitely sung all the time. Sometimes one of us might ask him, "Hey, sing this song or sing that song," and he'd bust right out with it. But then there was times where nobody asked him to sing nothing. It could be 12 o'clock at night, and everybody, reading a book or listening to music, and next thing you know, we hear R. Kelly bust out of nowhere, loud. you know,
Did anybody ever say, "Shut up on there"?
no, everybody either laugh or get to saying, "Man, sing this one," or you know, it's crazy because like as I explained, I'm an artist too. And sometimes we forget our own songs, and sometimes it'd be he'd get to singing somebody told him to sing, and they'd finish it out for him, and he'd be like, "Damn, I forgot that part." You know what I mean? But yeah, he was always singing. He
Okay.
really loved what he do.
Wow. Tiffany asks, what is a typical day like for Robert? Classes, church, etc.
Well, they was only letting us go to church every Sunday, and then when COVID hit, they stopped all that. So he was active in church, but what he seemed to like to do the most, other than sing, was play basketball. And
Okay.
it was crazy because I ain't saying he old, but for his age,
Wait, watch that. Watch that, sir.
I'm gonna just say for his age, he played like he shit early 20s or something still. And it, and
Wow.
he more so is like he more so is like trying to figure his case out, like trying to find people who know law. And I was one of those guys, but he was on there. He wanted to get out. He knew he was being railroaded, and he was just trying to figure out the loopholes every day.
Who do you think is behind all of this? Your opinion, just your opinion. Who do you think is all behind this?
Well, I know what's crazy. Like people like my mama or other people close to me say, "Look, better stop. You're getting too much publicity. They gonna come for your ass too." But
Hmm.
they already came for me.
They did. They
No,
did.
they done took everything I had. I'm not afraid no more. And there's a lot of people afraid because these people get away with this stuff. But you know, the same government, when people think of the government, they think of like politicians, Joe Biden. That's not the real government. We have a secret government, and they control music. They know how influential music is. They control a lot of other systems. The prison system is one of them. And it came down to them contracts, and that money is all about money. And
Yep.
that's who behind it. This secret government is behind that. R. Kelly was a factor. They knew if he
Uh oh. Uh oh. Wait a minute. Ronnie, they kicked you out. Oh my God. He just disappeared, y'all.
could you hear me now?
No, you just disappeared on that part.
Yeah.
You started talking.
I'm I'm sorry about that. Somebody was trying to call, and
Oh,
I
okay.
had to
I thought the
decline their
government
call.
got you. Look, I thought the government
Yeah,
got you.
yeah, they definitely do it. It could have been them trying to trying to mess up to you know cut me off. They it definitely could have been them calling, but yeah, I mean it's a secret government behind everything, and you know like it's a book out called The Art of
War. You gone again. Yeah, seriously, this is something weird.
back.
No, you're back now. Okay,
Oh,
hold
now
on a
they
second.
on
Not
you.
my phone. Hold on a
Is that
second.
the Illuminati?
Hold on a second. Hey, it looks pretty, but I'm gonna have to call you right back. I'm doing an interview. Oh Lord. Oh sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. That was my daughter. She was trying to show me her hair. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, they keep calling me now too. I'm getting irritated, but we can we can carry on.
Okay, you were saying something about the government. Well, let me have some more of these questions. Okay, does it help any with his relationship with the inmates that the judge said during sentencing that he is not a pedo? The judge did say that he's not a pedophile. Judge Harry Lionweber said that.
Yeah, that's crazy because Lion Weber is known as one of the most asshole judges ever. That's the same judge who sentenced Larry Hoover. You know who Larry Hoover is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, that's crazy that him out of all people said something like that. That's deep.
Yeah, it is deep. It is deep. Let's see. I'm trying to see anybody else. Okay. Trying to see the other questions. So, you got people emotional in here. It says now I'm emotional. Some of the stuff you were saying. Is he taking any classes? Or did he take any while you were there?
Now look, I- I did say some things I can't touch on, and I hope y'all can read between the lines. But
Don't say it
it,
then. Don't if it's don't say it.
no, I'm not. But you know, a lot of the things that happened to him and this happening is because he found out that he should be worth billions of dollars, more than Jay-Z, more than Kanye West, and his contracts basically real world him as well and hindered his financial potential. So when the only way to get out of that was to insinuate basically that he's illiterate. So I'm gonna have to say that he's illiterate. If he taking classes, maybe he trying to learn, but he wasn't taking classes there. And I mean, everybody know that he has some type of sense, but I'm supporting him, so I can't say too much about classes he take or if
Okay, okay. Enough said. We got you. We got you. Okay. She said, "Does Robert know who's?" Okay, we asked that question already. R. Let's see who else. Guys, thank you for the super chat and the new membership, guys. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm just like in awe with Ronnie, and that's why I haven't even said anything. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see. They said you're a good brother. Galatian said you're a good brother. Let's see. Uh, I was trying to catch the question. Thank you, Nakia. I was trying to catch these questions. I don't see any more questions. Okay. I was trying to catch them. All right. Thanks, Bree. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Chrissy. I'm trying to catch any more questions. The secret government got him. Okay. I was trying to see. Okay, now here's a question. It says, "Is this man from Chicago? If so, what is he doing now that he is out?" That's what they want to know. Are you from Chicago, and if so, what are you doing now? Right, what are you doing right now since you've been out?
no, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Unfortunately, I end up catching a Chicago indictment because, according to the government, there was an organization in Chicago, and again, according to them, allegedly there was a drug trafficking organization based in Chicago that I was allegedly buying drugs from, according to the government, and they allegedly I was traveling to Chicago to buy large quantities of drugs and bringing them back to my home of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to sell them. Again, allegedly, the by the grace of God, it came out that that wasn't true. So, you know, I beat that allegation, but I was stuck with the allegation that my ex girlfriend had got caught with 98 grams of heroin, and allegedly she told them that it was mine, and that's
So
what I.
did she get any time? Did she get any time?
No,
Okay, because she put it on you. Because I
Yeah,
would think that she'd be conspiracy to it too, if that's the case, right?
yeah. See, now that's the thing. See, it wasn't a conspiracy. Conspiracy is when they can make it a conspiracy. That's when you facing 10 to life or 15 to life or 30 to life. And the way that
Oh,
they get that is they have to be able to prove that you was in agreement with something. So what they was trying to get her to say was that this so-called organization in Chicago was giving me drugs on consignment. And if they was giving me the drugs on consignment, then that's an agreement. But
oh,
she kept saying that I would buy my drugs up front, and that was what they call a buyer and seller relationship. Anybody who been to the feds for a drug case, they know exactly what I'm talking about. So that saved me from a conspiracy, because when you buy your drugs up front, it's a buyer and seller relationship. Now, if they giving it to you and say, look, you got to pay me this much money on this date, that's an agreement. That's a conspiracy. And you have to have a agreement like that with at least one person to make it a conspiracy.
oh, okay. Okay, they asked, is your allergies bothering you? Do you have allergies?
Yeah, they,
I
they
do.
they paying a good attention. That's why I have to take the glasses off and scratch my eyes, because my allergy definitely bothering me. Yeah,
What I've seen in this case is people who are characters in Roots, 12 years of slavery, and the Woman King, black people afraid to go against the grain.
absolutely. And I mean, that's why I keep saying I don't want to get too much into conspiracy theory, but and I'm not gonna say just based off what R. Kelly tell me, but this game, this system is so crooked. Like they do stuff with these artists, right? Like they'll take you on a party, right?
Hmm.
And uh they get you so high and drunk, and all y'all been done freak these girls, and by the time you wake up, they'll tell you that them girls was young, but they gonna keep it a secret. But if you don't do this and that and the other, we recorded it. So
Wow.
and they do worse than that. Like I done heard stories like R. Kelly, not the only famous person I know, but I done heard stories where they done did stuff like they they put date rape drugs in you, and uh how you like while you out and unconscious, they do all type of freaky stuff to you and record it. Then when you wake up, they'll show it to you what you did or what they did to you and hold it against you. You know,
Wow.
all type of stuff like the blood sacrifice, all that type of stuff is real. So you got a lot of people that's afraid to go against the grain. You
Yeah.
know, the
Yeah.
government threatening me, like God is my witness. They threatened my life. They said if I don't tell on these alleged drug dealers and wear a wire on them, that they gonna kill me. If you look up my lawsuit in the Eastern District of Wisconsin, case number 17 CV 1192. If you get those
CV,
trans,
that's a civil case then, right?
yes,
Hold on.
yes,
Let me
that's
see.
my lawsuit.
Oh,
If
hold on a second. Let me I was
and
trying
that
to find a pin.
that's a lawsuit I filed against the DEA.
What's the
And
number again? 17?
17 CV 1192. Get the transcripts from that. That's my lawsuit against the DEA. You would be shocked. Like the allegations I'm telling you is not no shit. I'm just making up now because we in the interview and I want you to get all type of views. These things really happen to me. Like they they threatened my life. They tried to force me to work for the government as an informant and set people up. And this was before they even charged me. Because I refused to do these things, that's when they came with the indictment and charged me as a drug dealer. And they threatened me.
Wow.
They warned me if I didn't do it that they was gonna do this. And they don't just do this to people like me. They do this to people like R. Kelly, people in the industry. They have all this time. I can guarantee you before they charged him, they told him if you don't do this, that, and the other, we gon' we gonna fuck your whole reputation up and fuck your money up and everything. And with R. Kelly being a real person, a stand-up guy, He obviously didn't do it, so they retaliated and did what they said they was gonna do.
Wow. Wow. Well, someone said what I told you earlier when we first started talking. He's a very handsome gentleman. You got a lot of crush in here. And look, and number one is here. I'm just joking.
Well,
Um,
when we get off the record, baby, me and you could definitely arrange our first date.
okay, okay, y'all don't hate, guys. Don't hate. Um, okay. Ruby asked, and how do you think? Asked, do you think his appeal is gonna be successful?
Well, I can't really speculate because I know you sent the transcripts, but I haven't seen them. Uh, I think based on what I have heard so far, that he has a very great chance of it being successful.
Remember, the first one is a Rico. Okay, he's gone again, guys. They're coming after him again.
Hello.
Okay, okay, you're back now.
Yeah,
I was
I'm.
saying the first one is Rico. The one in New York is a Rico Manac. That one. That's the first one. What do you think about that one? Do you think that one? He's gonna win on that one because they saying it's a Rico.
I'm gonna put it like this: if we can gather people and put a good campaign together, then yes, because it don't come. It really don't come down to the law. You have to really protest it. They got to see that there's people out here really standing for them. And that's why they did the whole surviving R. Kelly thing so that people won't stand for him. They felt
Thank
like,
you.
okay, they felt like we got him where we want him now. Nobody's going to support him. We portrayed him as a monster. They going to say he deserved to get locked up. But when you got people standing up and saying, man, hell no, that ain't what type of person he did this. And it's a lot of us and we protesting and we all filing stuff and sending letters on his behalf, then yeah, they gonna get in line, and then yeah, he'll be out. But until then, absolutely not.
So we should be doing something, even though the attorney, because people say, okay, the attorney got it. That's it. Should we still be out there like showing our support, showing like pushing like we were before, to be able to get them out?
Yeah, that too, but I mean that can only go so far. I mean, I believe that those of us who are sincerely and genuinely, you know, looking to see justice for R. Kelly, I think we really need to like form a think tank and sit down together and say, this is what it's gonna take. This is what we need to do. Strategize and execute that strategy.
Okay, great. Um, who else? Okay, yes, we did discuss the BOP officer already, Michelle. We did that one already. Let's see. How do you feel about these Me Too female groups?
Uh, I don't know much about that.
You don't know much. Okay. Then he says, then she says, I want to know if he heard Azriel acting up at the visiting room.
No,
No.
no.
Have you ever heard that one man getting a RICO charge?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. They came with everything, anything and everything for R. Kelly.
They come up all okay. We got that. All right. All right. Julie said her final question is how dirty and unsanitary is MCC? Lastly, does he feel retaliation because if he speaks up, if you speak up? I'm trying to break it down what she's saying.
Do I feel retaliated?
There's
Do I?
going to be retaliation if since you speaking up.
Absolutely. They have already retaliated against me on several occasions. Now, as far as MCC being unsanitary, that's one of the issues in my lawsuit. They very unsanitary. I mean, during the COVID, they was putting us in cells so dilapidated. It was mold falling out the ceiling and floods. Like, I mean, it was bad. I mean, that's a very very nasty place, and that's one of the issues that I address in my lawsuit against MCC Chicago.
Wow. Everybody says stay focused, ladies, because all the ladies are talking about how handsome you are.
Uh,
Okay. Let's see. Oh, they don't. Okay. Can you hear me? They're saying no sound.
I
Somebody
can,
just said no sound. Okay.
yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. All right. I'm trying to see who else. Ask him. Okay. All right. Terrell Allen says, ask him, did Rob talk about working with Michael Jackson? Any music stories? Did he give you any music stories?
Yeah, he had a lot of story. We didn't talk much about Michael Jackson except for he mentioned songs that he wrote for Michael Jackson that none of us ever knew that he wrote for Michael Jackson. And
Oh, you
it's
didn't know that? I did. I
no,
found that out.
it was like one song that I did hear that he wrote for Michael Jackson, but I mean it was multiple songs that he had wrote that I was like, damn, you wrote that? Even like other songs, like that the Life movie, the soundtrack, that song
Yeah.
Live Live. I didn't
Yeah.
know that he wrote that.
I found that out later on too. Since I've been doing this, I found a lot of stuff out that I didn't know.
Yeah, like female artists he wrote for. It was songs he'd be like, I wrote that, and it was shocking. Even beats like production, like damn, you did that beat. Like I didn't know you was good with beats like that.
So he did beats too?
Absolutely, dude.
Whoa.
Hey, when he say he the world's greatest in that song, he really is the world's greatest. Like most creative man in music and history. Like I'm talking about from songwriting, the production. I mean, I don't think we'll ever get another R. Kelly. I mean, you got people like Michael Jackson who people say is great, and I agree, he was great, but Michael Jackson didn't write his music. R. Kelly wrote his music.
Okay. Okay. How much longer we have with you? And because people wants to get your information, like your IGs and your Twitter. What is their name on Twitter and IG and things like that? Because you're gonna have a whole bunch of people coming after you now. You know that, right?
Well,
You
you
know
just
that.
have, I might need a little time to cuss out everybody who keep calling me through the text and let them know. But brother,
Look, I'm gonna be hated now since I have you on here. You know that, right? There's gonna be a video done on me in a minute. You know they're gonna do that to me.
oh yeah, when you standing up for somebody like R. Kelly, you got to expect that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
got to expect that. But I mean we got time.
Okay.
That's another topic since people asking the the same morning that my interview about R. Kelly came out, all my social media pages was shut down. I mean, I couldn't get in
Whoa.
them to look through inbox or nothing. So I really
Whoa.
are all the way over. And that's why if you go on my Instagram, it's a brand new page, very few followers. My Facebook, brand new page, very few followers. And I only created them new pages because stuff like that. I'm still this YouTube is a brand new page, and
Mhm.
I did it for stuff like this because Juice Talk was getting a lot of people asking, how do we get in contact with Ronnie Bo? We seen the interview, but we can't find his Instagram. We can't find a Facebook on him. Does he have a YouTube? Does he have this and that? And I didn't. They literally shut down everything. And
Wow.
that's not no coincidence. That's definitely a conspiracy.
Yeah, because Juice contacted me because I guess a lot of my subscribers. Shout out to Lady Coltrane and one Kim and Tiffany. They reached out to you for me, and when Juice contacted me, and then he told me that he was going to try to get us in contact with each other. Is I'm so glad he did. It's been wonderful. I thank God that he gave me the opportunity to be able to get in contact with you. I really like our collaboration. It's nice.
Yeah, I like you. You a very beautiful person, like
Thank
inside,
you.
and I'm
Thank
glad. I always ask God to put beautiful people in my life. Not just the physical beauty, but you don't find a lot of people that's beautiful in the inside.
thank you. Don't
That's
make me cry. You're gonna make me cry over here. I'm gonna have tears running in my face in a minute.
I'm,
They know I'm a cry baby. You're gonna make me cry.
I heard everything you said, but I see that I went out again, and that's people still keep trying to call me. I don't know if they seeing this and trying to intentionally interrupt me, but it's getting a
Yeah, they
little
are.
irritating.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to stop you, but they can't stop. They can't stop.
Yeah.
Lisa said, she says, Sylvia, thank him for speaking up for Robert.
Oh, thank her for acknowledging that. And
Yeah.
trust me, it take a lot. Like I done had people say it's gonna ruin my reputation for standing up for him, but I don't care about that. I'm gonna protect my reputation when necessary, but who else gonna stand up for him? There's
Yeah.
not a lot of people like us out there, and I'm
But are you
standing
still
up
in
for.
contact with the people in the industry? Are you still in contact with them?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I really want to establish my own platform as far as not just it's easy now. Back when I was doing music, you kind of had to sign to a major label or something like that, or like I do books too. You kind of had to be with a major book publisher to be successful. But
Hmm.
now all you gotta do is know marketing, understand distribution, and have a team. That's why I'm so blessed to even be talking to people like you, because this is what we both need. We could both
Yep.
benefit each other in a lot of ways, and
Yes.
it's not a lot of real people like us out here. We
No.
we could get way more publicity saying bad things about R. Kelly. So
Yeah.
you everybody should know it's not about that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because I could got out and saying, yeah, I seen him get raped, or any any little thing that would make people click and say, ha ha, R. Kelly
Yeah.
got raped in there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that for no attention. I'm not the type of person that's gonna sell my soul for no attention or no amount of money.
Yeah. 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 You're able to sleep at night. And that's the way I am too. Someone asked, do you know any celebrities Rob wrote for?
No, not personally, but he I mean he wrote for damn near everybody during his prime time. Everybody who was successful back then, even not just R&B singers, but even like rappers. You know what I'm saying? He either wrote courses for them or did beats for them or something. So
Mhm.
if I was to start naming people, the list would probably be a little too long to name everybody.
Yeah. And what he says about Isley Brothers stealing his song and saying they wrote it and or leaking of his music. Has he said anything about that?
No, we never discussed the Isley brothers together in there.
Okay. No, did they write him a letter? No, he was asking, did they write him any letters? Did you have to help him with the letters he got in the mail, or was that his celly that helped him?
Yeah, I believe his celly probably was helping him. It's crazy because you would think that he didn't have a lot of support, during that time, especially when surviving R. Kelly was the biggest thing in the media. But the man was getting literally like 50 letters a day.
Wow.
Like no exaggeration. So he didn't even he has so much mail coming in, he couldn't possibly keep up with everything. Like he
Wow.
got to the point where he like skimmed through it for try to find important stuff from somebody that's close to him or a lawyer or something. Other than that, you know, he just had too much going on with them letters. And way too much to be trying to write everybody back.
Yeah. I happen to be one of the lucky ones that got letters back, so I haven't been lucky.
Yeah, that's
All
good.
right. Yeah. Is he still in contact? Are you still in contact with R. Kelly?
Me?
Yeah.
No, no, I haven't. Well, I did around the time I first got out. I heard from him and I wrote him, but my life been so busy since I've been out here. I really had to pull myself together because I got out with nothing. But now that I done pulled myself together, I'm able to do the things that I promised him, which is I told him that when I get out, I'm gonna put his story out. I'm gonna be a voice for him, and he probably don't even know I'm doing what I'm doing now. But
I
now
think
that
he
the mo,
does. I think he does. I think he does right now.
you,
I mum's the word. Well, if he
yeah,
doesn't now, he will in a couple of more months.
yeah, I'm gonna reach back out to him and show him some of the interviews. Because I'm a man of my word. Like when I tell somebody I'm gonna do something, it usually get done always. And it's been a little while, so he probably thinking I was just another person that selling him dreams. But I can't wait till he see that I'm really out here being a voice for him like I promised him I would do.
Yeah, there is a channel that definitely I would love for you to speak with them. It's H&N News. I don't know if you heard of them. They're definitely been an advocate, and there's a lot of other people. Hopefully, I just hope the wrong people don't get to you. Just the
Yeah,
wrong people. Look, we might have to go through the list of all the people. Okay.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But it's a war. I'm willing to go to war with all of them. Anybody who against justice, and you know, it's I'm not gonna say it's not about R. Kelly, but it is really about justice and being that his case is one of the most unjust cases in the history of America. Like I want to be one of the ones who stand up and fight and help him seek justice because this is history. We gotta win for him because if we don't, they're gonna continue to do this to our people.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Well, I definitely we're gonna be doing our things behind the scene together. I will still get you the rest of the stuff. We'll do our thing behind the scene, and look, we're gonna be like Vegas. When you're in Vegas, stay whatever's done in Vegas stays in Vegas. Okay.
Oh, for sure, we gonna don't get yourself in nothing you can't get up out of.
Okay. Okay. They said, do you have a cash app? Do you have a cash app or?
No, but whoever asked that, I appreciate it. Like, uh, I'm not definitely not rich none, but I'm blessed
Oh, he blessed y'all.
in all areas though. You'll find out one of the areas I'm talking about. You know,
We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll
no,
talk.
no, but I don't have a cash out. But anybody willing to support me, I appreciate that. For now, I did create a new Instagram. It's at GM Ronnie Bo. That's GMRONNIEBO. And the Facebook, you could just look up Ronnie Bo, RONNIE space BO. And again, I just appreciate you know any support. I don't really I'm not gonna ask nobody to support me financially, but just let's stay focused on justice for R. Kelly right now. Like
Yeah,
support that. By supporting that, you support me.
that's right, y'all. Justice for R. Kelly. Ronnie Bo has said it. Any last word, Ronnie?
Well,
You need to stay away from those things. Those Red Bull, stay away from those. That's
I
not
don't
good for
get
your
no
heart.
sleep, baby. I don't get no sleep.
Yeah, that's not going to give you sleep. If you take that Red Bull, it's not going to work. You
I'm
can't
saying
use that.
if I didn't take it right now, I'd have been dozing off on the interview. I really don't get no sleep. Like, believe it or not, I probably at the most get 2 hours a day of sleep.
Wow.
And
Wow.
some of it is like PTSD, like what I went through with the government. Like I really was on a run from the government. I really had the government threatening to kill me and harassing my family and running up in everybody's house. So I always feel like there's somebody out to get me, especially the government. And
Yeah.
it bothers you mentally, especially what I'm doing now. And the momentum is picking up like worldwide, like, and me having a lawsuit against the United States and the International Court of Justice and the Pope, like really being aware of this and other governments, like it's not just something I'm making up. Like I know they're gonna eventually come for me again, and just those thoughts, I don't be able to sleep,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. It's sad. You got to get some rest, you know. Oh, well, somebody says, last question. Hold on. Somebody says, Terrell asks, ask him when was the last time he spoke to Robert. He hasn't spoke to him for a while, right?
Yeah. Again, when I first got out, I wrote him. I got a note. I got a note back, a little short note. But I haven't followed up since then. But now that I'm, back campaigning and getting myself together, I'm definitely gonna reach out just to let them know that I follow through with my word and I'm out here taking a stand for them.
Oh, man. Well, Ronnie, thank you. Thank you for coming and we'll talk. Anybody has anything to say? Do you want me to put the link in so some people could come up if they want to come up? Is that okay?
What link?
I'm gonna put a link in for them to come up. Hold on a second. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna keep you to myself, but I'll share.
Well, are we closing?
Hey, we're about to close. We're about to close. Anybody else wanted to come up and say something? Little Mama says, blessings to this young man.
That's all I asked for is blessings. Y'all don't gotta cash at me or nothing. Just pray for me.
That's right. And Linda says, don't speak negativity into existence. Cover yourself with protection from the Most High.
Well, I know for sure that the Most High protected me. If not, I would be dead already, or they would have been able to put me away for life. But at the same time, I'm a realist. I know what they did to not just R. Kelly, but I know what they did to Malcolm X. I know what they did to Dr. King. And I know the Most High will protect me until my will is done here. But, you
That's
know,
right. That's right. Your work is not complete yet. You got a lot to go. That's why you were able to get out, and it's just the beginning. Toria, hey,
Hey, Sylvia, how are you, baby?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Ronnie, I just want to thank you for taking your time to come and talk with us and answering all our questions, no matter if we had repeat questions or not. Because soon as I asked you about him singing, you had asked it after I had put it in the chat, answered it.
is it taking them a while to come in or something?
No, you don't see her.
Well,
She's right here. You don't see her?
um,
Oh,
when
you don't see you.
when
You
you
don't see.
Okay. I,
um
I see the verbiage.
Yeah, she's not showing her face. Tori is not showing it. Why are you not showing your face, Tori? He thinks it's just a circle.
Yeah,
oh
that's
no,
all I can see is a circle, but I
That's
don't.
how
it's
she's
just my
behind the circle.
picture. It's just my
But
picture
I
and
can't.
my
I can't hear
husband.
her either.
He can't hear you either.
Oh, sorry about that. It's just a picture of me and my husband up there. I never show my face on these cameras. I don't never be camera ready. I be in the kitchen cooking and
Hey Sylvia,
Huh?
a mess.
did you like tag my handle or something? Because I'm getting a lot of.
I
I,
didn't tag you at all. I didn't do it. They just following you. I don't know.
I subscribe to your
Yeah,
channel,
I'm getting a lot
your
of hits
YouTube
from
channel.
That's
Instagram.
not me. That's somebody. They're probably looking at I don't know. I didn't tag you. I didn't tag you.
That's okay. I was just curious.
We had
I
over 300
subscribed.
something people in here. We had over 300, so it's probably one of them following you once you gave your handle.
Oh, okay.
I subscribe to your YouTube channel, and I'm
So
looking
are
forward to
we
going
waiting
and
on
watching
Toria
it.
Williams to say?
She's talking, and you can't. He can't hear you, Tori.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but he can't hear you. That's
I
because
wonder what.
they keep calling his line and it's kicking him out.
Oh,
Ronnie, you might have to go out and come back in again. Go out and come right back in.
Okay. Just push the leave chat thing.
Leave and then come back. Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
that's what it is. Cause he's on StreamYard too, and StreamYard be doing that. Once you get a phone call, it messes everything up.
Yeah, I'm gonna boot him and then he'll come back in. He'll come back in. Yeah. Hey, perspective.
Hey,
Y'all
perspective.
stop calling that man. They keep
How's
calling.
how's the baby doing, Sylvia?
Oh, he's still in the hospital. He's still in the hospital.
Oh Lord, I was hoping he'd be home today.
No, they say gonna keep him a couple of days.
Perspective, where's the baby?
Oh, he is in his room watching or playing on his tablet.
Hold on a second. Let me send his the link again. Yeah, stop calling that man. There's some
That's the only thing about once you get a phone call, because it happened to me earlier. I was talking to somebody and I got a phone call and then it messed everything up. I had to go out and come back in a couple times before it got right again.
Hold on a second. Let me tell him. Let me see if I
Did
can.
he end up being able to hear you, Toria?
No,
No,
he couldn't hear her
Oh.
because people keep calling him. Y'all stop calling him. Let him finish this interview.
But as far as his handles, we were putting them in the chat so that everyone could subscribe and help build his channels back up.
Oh, but they were trying to call him while he was on the live.
I shared the video.
Maybe that's why
I shared the video on my Facebook page and I got over almost 2,000 people following me on Facebook.
Okay.
A lot of content creators, but not them kind. They're like the real estate insider, like them kind of channels, not
you're
the
right,
I don't know what they're doing to his thing. They're giving him
I think he was just trying to tell you that he's getting a lot of subscriptions right now. Like his phone is chiming because everybody is subscribing
to him. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, he said they were calling him.
tagging him or something.
Yeah. They were just
I subscribed to his YouTube. Soon as I think Kimberly put the link in there, and I subscribed to him halfway through the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check out his channel later.
Hold on, let me give him the link again. Okay, let me just maybe he'll be able to come back.
He had a lot of information about Rob, though. He had a lot of good stuff to say about him too, which is good to hear. That I wanted to hear how he was doing in there. Like, was he sitting in his cell not talking to nobody and all that kind of stuff. But it's good to know that he's happy as much as he can be being in a place like that.
Remember, his last time seeing Rob was in 2001. I mean, 2021.
It's good to hear positive and not negative, though. Like,
right,
we know
that's
what the other ones were bringing, and they were.
How do we join the membership? Kim, please explain now how to join the membership.
If you have an Android, click the little $ at the bottom where you chat at. If you have an iPhone, go into your browser.
We're talking about the membership.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Okay, y'all messed him up. He probably can't come up in there anymore. They messed up his thing. Let me call him on the phone. Let me call him.
Make sure he ain't backstage too, Sylvia. Make sure
He's
he
not
ain't just sitting
backstage.
there.
I'm watching
Oh,
backstage. He's not backstage,
okay.
but I can call him on the phone.
I'm gonna drop back down.
I
Why
thought you
you
was
Because
gonna ask a question.
Yeah, why you gonna?
Why
I
you
was just
leaving?
I was coming to help because he couldn't hear. I was just coming to be helpful.
Hold on a second. See.
Stay up here.
I don't have no questions.
Hey,
Think of one.
are you not able to hit the link?
Yes, I'm trying. I'm trying to do it now. I don't know. It's just it just won't go back to it.
You want me? I send you a link again. Let me send it to you
He
on the
needs to
phone.
close his browser
Oh yeah, she said you need to close your browser. Close
and
your
then hit
browser.
the link.
You said close it,
Yeah, close your browser.
and then what?
And then what?
And then hit the link and it should open back up new.
And then hit the link. You know what? I'm gonna send it to your phone. Hold on a second. Let me send it to your phone. Just 1 second.
That's what I always be on my phone. I'm never on my desktop unless I do a Zoom call to one of my doctors. I'm never on my iPad unless I play games, and I haven't played no games in a couple years. I'm always got this phone in my hand. My husband said he's gonna put a chain around my neck because I always got that phone, holding it and trying to walk with the cane. He's like, "You're gonna fall with that phone."
You better be careful.
Hold on.
I know.
Okay, hang
I've
up and
been
I'll
on.
send it to you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yep. See, I was only coming up to help with the technical. I don't have any questions.
Don't leave yet because I just sent it to him. I just sent it to him and see if he can help him.
Because I'm not tech savvy at all. I just learned how to share something on Discord.
I actually missed the first portion of this live, so I'm definitely going to watch the replay. I told you I was at a birthday party. I'm mad.
That's why we started later because of you. See, we were
Did
so
you?
nice. We didn't
The
start
hell
at
am I? Did you really? No.
we didn't start at 5. We started at 7:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. 7:30 my time. 3:30 here.
You were still at the party? Because remember,
I
I was
was.
originally supposed to start at 5.
Yeah, I was still at the party. As soon as I got into the car, I got on here.
I missed the
Hey,
first
you hear Tiffany
10,
tell
15
Tiffany
minutes.
go say, did you forget you're married? Girl, I could talk. What's wrong
Oh,
with them?
the flirt and the blush. Oh my goodness, is a real. I was like, ooh, him cute.
Hey. I could talk about tall, drink a glass of water.
Cheeks turning rosy.
Hey, y'all think I don't still have it? I just don't know. That's the problem. That's why they're all jealous of me.
Because they see them youngins want you.
Through here because I'm not getting through my phone. Okay.
Lolo said he's sacrificing his game to watch this live. This is a damn good live.
Yeah, he's still trying to get in. He's having a hard time on perspective.
Once he closes his browser, it should be fine if he clicks the link.
He's on an iPhone. You
Same
said the same way?
I wonder if he knows how to close his browser. Because it won't open if you don't close it or, change.
Look, I'm tired of these people. Look what this one says. You guys make me sick, haters.
Why is everyone hating on me?
They hating on me. You're back.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Can you hear them now?
Yeah, I can hear somebody.
Can you see all of us?
I see. Yeah, it's 4 of us all together, right?
Yeah.
But can you hear all 4 of us?
Well, I'm hearing your voice. Is it another voice?
Yeah, it's perspective.
I was
Okay.
just coming to help with the technical stuff. I'm about to drop back down. But thank you for coming. I love the show so far. You're
Okay.
awesome.
I appreciate
Love
you.
you, perspective.
Love you too. All right, y'all. Bye.
Right.
All right, bye. What I was trying to tell you earlier, Ronnie, was thank you for coming and answering all our questions, even though some of us repeated things you already answered. Um, I subscribe to your YouTube channel. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have on there.
Nothing.
And we put your links in the chat, so that's probably why you were getting a lot of notifications that people was subscribing to your Instagram and your YouTube and your Facebook.
Okay, I appreciate that because yeah, I was definitely getting a lot of uh followers, new followers while I was on this live chat with y'all.
Yeah, you're gonna get a
Yeah,
lot more.
Kimberly put her, yep, because Kimberly put them all in there, and I shared it on my Facebook, and I got a couple thousand people on Facebook, so and some content creators. So you'll probably be getting a lot of people after they watch this interview because I shared the video.
Mhm.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And thank you for telling us good things about Robert. It was nice to hear that he was singing and everything and not just sitting in that cell, being down on himself and all. Because this is some serious charges that could just keep him in there for the rest of his life. But we got Jennifer Von Jean, and she's a genius. And we're going to pray through the grace of God. He'll be walking out them doors and we can all go to his concert.
Yeah, the only signs of distress he showed is that he didn't get his hair cut for like a year while I was there. So y'all need to tell that man, keep your hair cut. Keep your hair cut, man. You're a handsome brother and you stand in good spirit, but keep your hair cut.
So what was wrong with his hair? With his hair, you didn't like it growing?
He had the nappiest fro I ever seen in human
You leave him alone.
hair. No, other than that though, he stayed in good. Oh, well, another thing, I didn't want to mention this, but he stopped getting in the shower. Now his celly said he was taking bird baths, but no, now look, his reason was he said after the first time he got in the shower, the floor was so filthy,
Oh,
caught a toe infection.
oh,
And his theory is that inmates be masturbating and leaving semen on the floor. So he's like,
oh!
yeah,
Why you
I
telling
I
me that?
I
That is.
I had to give y'all that disturbing information, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe that though. Them jails be filthy.
oh.
yeah, the man stopped taking showers though. I understand that part, but other than
Well,
that,
he better buy some of them shoes, them shower shoes on
yeah,
commissary
yeah,
and get in there.
all us use the shower shoe. That's why I didn't understand why he he just neglected the shower. I didn't understand that, but yeah, he stopped. So other people were speculating there. He was scared that somebody was gonna run in there and rape him, but I doubt that because we weren't gonna let nothing happen to him up in there.
So he
That
just
might have been a
shower
fear in the
shoes.
back of his head too. That really might have been that fear in his head why he didn't want to go in there. Because when you're not in a place like that and you watch movies and you hear all these types of things happening,
Yeah,
that's going to stay in your mind. So that probably
Can we
is what he was thinking.
can
yeah.
we send stuff like that to him, like flip flops and stuff like that?
No, you can't see them, but we all get them. They sell them on commissary for like $3 or something. So he got them. He just gave up on the show. And that's another thing too. I don't know if y'all remember that white boy. It happened in Chicago because he was in there with us. But that white boy who lied and said that he was the missing kid for like 23 years ago,
Uh-huh.
he ended up getting raped in there while we was all in there together. So I don't know if R. Kelly let that disturb him and say, "Well, I'm not finna ever get in the shower again. But well, yeah, that did happen while we was there.
Wow.
That probably was in the back of his mind, Sylvia. Because to witness something like that, he ain't never witnessed nothing like that.
But he didn't witness it. He just heard about it. He didn't witness that, right?
No, not many of us actually seen it. I
But y'all,
wouldn't allow myself to witness nothing like that anyway. But it did happen while we was there, and
Mm,
no, it
mm,
was a
mm,
big
mm.
it was a big incident. They had locked us down for like 3 days, and they had the forensic science people coming in and out of there and stuff. But yeah,
Did a lot of people catch COVID when you were in there?
yeah. I mean that COVID, it was so hard on us up in there during COVID, and that's what one of my lawsuits. Well, the lawsuit that I have against the Federal Bureau of Prisons. That's basically what it's about because they treated us like we wasn't even human beings in there at the time.
Now,
Like
see, I had a cousin of mine that was in an institution in Maryland, a prison in Maryland. And we all, first we wrote and called the news people and everything because they started letting some people out that were like, lesser charges than others because of that. But for some reason, this one particular prison in Maryland wasn't doing that. And COVID was so bad there. They were actually literally dying. And every other day when we would get a chance for him to call us or FaceTime with us on a Zoom, he was telling us and how they were actually treating the people that were no longer living. It was just horrible. So we went down there, everything. We never got my cousin out, but we got a lot more out. I think the reason they didn't let him out is because we had the biggest mouths down there. So I guess they was gonna keep him a little while longer. But he's out now, thank God. And he ain't never gonna have to go back to a place like that.
yeah,
But did they offer use any type of vaccines? Because they were supposed to vaccinate the prisoners in the Maryland prisons. Did they
well,
ever offer use any type of vaccine?
yeah. When the vaccines came out, they did offer it to us, but it was a few people like me who didn't trust the vaccines. Like to this day, I haven't took a vaccine shot, and I will never take a vaccine shot. I just don't. I don't trust it. So, but they eventually start offering it to us.
but if you didn't take it, then they would keep you in a different unit.
Yeah, they pulled that. Like it was they had like 2 units set out for people who refused to take it, and they just certain privileges. You know, they denied us of for those of us who refused to take it. Like you couldn't go to rec or just stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
My husband was afraid to take it at first because of what the government did back when they were to Tuskegee men and different other things. He was afraid to take the vaccine. But I did so much research and everything, and he finally took the Pfizer one. As a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, we got like our 5th shot of the Pfizer.
Fifth?
And
Oh no, I
we're
stopped at.
fine. Well, it was because we didn't get that new virus, the new mutation of it, that pneumococcal or whatever you call it. But we have to, Sylvia, because I have MS and he has COPD and all and heart trouble. And his age, he wouldn't survive it. So I have to take it because I'm 13 years younger than him, and he's already in his 70s. So
13
I
years.
don't, hmm I
Well, I
don't want him to catch it.
well, I hope neither of you mutate into zombies or anything like.
No, we've been good so far because matter of fact, we took the Pfizer shot when it first came out. I wouldn't take Johnson and Johnson because if they couldn't make baby powder, they couldn't make no shot. And but Pfizer was the best one because people don't realize they already had a COVID virus out already, but it was a different name, and they was already in the process of making vaccines for that. This was just a different, strand of it.
Was that the swine flu, or are you talking about something else?
Mm-mm. Because if you look at the back of a Lysol can, you'll see one that was a can that might have been made 6-7 years ago already had on the back of there the COVID virus.
Look at how we
They
get
had
on that
already
topic.
they already had, a virus a vaccine in the process. Pfizer be researching and doing stuff all the time. That's one of the big major drug companies that do a lot of testing and make a lot of vaccines for different things.
Yeah.
But
Sylvia
I'm
said
glad you're home.
off topic.
Thank you.
Sylvia knows
Thank
we
you,
always get off
thank you,
topic.
Ronnie. Because she's going all over the world. Like, where
Well,
we getting
I asked him about the COVID, so that's how we got into that. And he said that's part of one of his lawsuits. Um, what else did you experience in there that you're now suing them for?
He can't. It's an open case.
Oh, it's still going on?
Well,
I didn't know because I missed the first 15 minutes.
well, Sylvia does a lot of transcript retrieving, and that particular case is case number
I have it.
22.
You gave it to me.
Okay.
17 CV
No,
1192.
no, that's a case that I already settled. That one was against the
Oh, so you won this one.
they settled. It's a difference. If when you go to trial and you win, that's different from them coming to you saying, "Well, look, would you take $30,000?" But yeah, they settled. They settled that one. The DEA settled that one.
So you settled. There was a couple of cases you settled, right?
Yeah, the Milwaukee Police Department. That was a big case too. I think that one made world news. That one, I might have to send you a link for that one, but the case number for that was, I forgot. But if
No
you
wonder
do,
why you don't need a cash app, because you got all these cases won.
no, it's just I don't know why I don't got a cash app to be honest. But if y'all want to support me, then just support me another way. The God gonna bless me with the money. The money coming. Just pray for me and you know read my books, buy a book. One of my books, since I'm talking to two women, one of the books is called Value of the Vagina by Ronnie Bo.
Value of the vagina. I'm gonna go pull it up and show it what they look like.
Yeah, you could
I'm writing it down.
yeah, it's on uh Google, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, everywhere books are sold. Uh it's a women's empowerment book. I know the title is kind of controversial,
I
but
got it right here. Here it is. There it is. Hold on a second. Let me show it to them. Value of the vagina. Whoa. You see it, y'all? Can y'all
yeah,
see it? Let me get out the way.
that'd be a great way for the person who asks, "Do I have a cash app?" That would be a great way to support me financially. Just buy the book, and that way I won't feel like I'm taking from anyone because it's it's a very detailed and enlightening book that I think will definitely make any woman who reads that book will make you a better person. Uh, Save you from a lot of heartbreak. It has financial lessons in there.
Overnight sex secret men don't want you to know to get $10,000 worth of games on for only $40. Middle class and poor women struggle with relationship issues and money problems because, unlike wealthy women, they simply don't know their real worth. Wise women become wealthy and successful because they keep their mind open to knowledge, wisdom, and understanding like this. Foolish women suffer because because they think they know everything already. They would spend $400 on hair, but wouldn't invest $40 in their own mind. Don't be foolish. Read the book for your own good. Uh-oh.
I'll be making me a trip to Barnes and Nobles Friday. I'll add that to my to-do list. I'm gonna get that book.
Yeah, it's
All
on,
Pass it on to my daughters.
yeah, it's on Amazon too. I truly appreciate y'all support.
Well, thank you for that knowledge.
I
Yeah,
love y'all.
thank you.
I feel so blessed that God done put some women like y'all in my life who I can have intellectual conversations with, who supportive against, I mean, who supportive for, towards our people, especially if y'all willing to support R. Kelly after all the bad things the media said about him. That just shows that y'all have your own mind, and y'all don't care how people think about y'all or y'all people. So I love that about y'all.
Thank you.
Nope. And we are praying people.
Thank
Believe that. So we will definitely be praying for you as well.
you. Yeah.
That's what I need. I need. Please
Well, you
pray.
should join us in the mornings.
I
Sylvia
do
has,
affirmations.
Sylvia has morning affirmations every morning. Take
Okay.
15 minutes out your morning and
Do you know my channel? My channel is Infamous Sylvia. Did you know that?
I followed you on Instagram, right?
On IG, but not on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I'm finna subscribe to you then,
Yes,
and
please, please.
yeah, I'm never walking out of your life. We locked in.
We're locked in. That's it.
Once we
And
locked
the
in, ain't
haters
no
gonna
switch.
hate, huh?
So once we locked in, ain't no switching up, baby.
That's right. We're for life now. For life, Ronnie.
and I tell you
For
one thing
life.
about Sylvia, Ronnie. Sylvia will never tell you a lie, and she is always loyal. Always loyal.
Cool P just purchased your book just now. She just purchased it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all so y'all so sweet. I love y'all.
Oh, we love you too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say good
I'm,
night, everybody.
Yeah, I'm about to
And
go
thank
too,
you
honey.
again, Ronnie. And I'm gonna go take a look at your YouTube page before I go to bed.
there's
All right.
nothing on there. Is this Toria?
It
There's
was just
nothing on
Tori.
there, Toria.
Oh, you don't have
Oh,
nothing on
Toria.
there yet?
No.
Nothing. All my stuff is new. They shut down every page I had after I started speaking out. Like, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, everything is new. So just for now, I guess I'll say just send me a friend request or follow me or subscribe or whatever.
Erlene says you're a sweetheart and so
Okay.
handsome.
Good night,
Oh,
Sylvia. Good night, everybody in the chat.
Good night, Toria.
y'all can't
Thanks
All
for
right.
doing this, Sylvia.
Okay, hon.
tell her y'all can't tell me I'm handsome though. That's gonna mess
Huh?
up. So
Say it again. I didn't hear you. You broke up.
I said y'all gonna mess up my ego. Keep telling me I'm handsome. I'm gonna start believing that.
Believe it. Okay, another person just purchased it. Perspective just purchased your book.
Wow, God is good.
Yes, he is.
See, stuff happen like that when you know, supportive of other people. Sometimes God just turn the tables and say, I'm gonna send you some support now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate that.
Well, we thank you. We thank you a lot.
Well, I thank y'all. Y'all gonna make sure I don't have to ever go back to selling drugs again.
Yeah, we don't want you doing that. No, 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 no. We're gonna keep you out of that place. We'll keep you out of that place. We want you to stay good on the good side.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. But anyway, I'm gonna end this live. Anybody have anything to say before I end? I know this has been wonderful for us to stay on, but I gotta go to bed because I have to go to court tomorrow. I'm still covering the YSL Young Thugs case.
Yeah.
I'll be in the courtroom. Lady Coach Train says thank you for your time. They said get the case number. Did you give me the second case number? I got the first one. What's the other case number?
The one against the Bureau of Prisons.
Yeah.
That's 22 CV 05440.
And what's district court is it in?
Northern District of Illinois.
Northern District of Illinois?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You guys got it?
And that's the one R. Kelly is actually listed as a witness in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Ronnie, for your time. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me. I truly appreciate you, like sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And if it's anything that I could ever do to support you and help you, just reach out. I'm gonna do whatever I can.
Yeah, I got your number. You got mine. So we're cool.
Okay.
All right. See you later, Ronnie.
Yep. Have a blessed evening.
You too, hon.
All right.
All right, everybody. It's been great. You guys, excuse me. We are very proud of you, Sylvia. I'm glad God is allowing you to see you see a vision he gave me 3 years ago to come to life. It's amazing. Yes, it is. You guys are welcome. Thank you so much. Great interview. Yes, it was. And he'll definitely be back, guys. He'll be back. I promise you. In the meantime, thank you for your support. Thank you for the likes. Anybody have anything to say? Thank you for all my super chat, guys. You guys rock. I'm telling you guys rock. Thank you. Now I can go pay some bills. Since they saying that I use y'all money to pay bills. I'm gonna go pay some bills now. All right, guys. Love you guys. I'll see you again. Remember, I told you I got so many things up my sleeve. I just can't tell you anymore ahead of time because folks hate. All right. Good night, good people. Love y'all. Bye.